So a lot of games were played today, and you have to understand because of we are in week 36 of the Premier League. You have to understand that because of the way the games are being played, there is a lot of the battles have been won. Like for example, the winners had Liverpool relegation. We all know who's going out. The question that we have right now is who's actually going to make it in the Champions League positions. Aston Villa have made it to European position. It doesn't mean Champions League, it just means European positions. We're going to talk about what they did in their game, as well as Manchester City failing to cover the gap to be close to Arsenal 1 second, and what happened into the team that they lost against. I think it's a bit interesting for people to know what actually happened in the game. Then the other games which were played, we're going to be doing this. Like the video, subscribe, and this is the same reacting to all the games which were played on Saturday. So Aston Villa won by 1-0 against Bournemouth, as this confirms them to be in European games. Doesn't matter if it's going to be the Conference League, the Europa Cup, or the Champions League. They have now been confirmed. They are now in that safe space. They are secure for next season, and that's what was provided today. It's going to be excited to see what happens next. I can't wait. So in terms of what they need to do now is just to keep working so that they are very close to Chelsea. And then for them now, it's 2 games left. In those 2 games, they have to hope that Chelsea drop points and they take full advantage of whatever Chelsea has produced in the other games. It's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. Like Everton beat Fulham by 3-0. If I tell you that this game was 1-0 to Fulham at halftime, you won't believe me. Everton came out of age and they just played differently in the second half, beating Fulham by 3-1. What a game. If you are Everton fan, let me know in the comment section how you actually felt when you're in the game, because I think it was one of those games that you actually want to rewatch again and really relive and see what happened. That's what we talk about when we talk about remontada, coming back, showing the hunger, the fight to come back in the game, even though when it feels like you are already out of the game. Wolves lost to Brighton by 2-0. First goal was scored by Welbeck as a penalty, and the second goal was to seal it out. The question is this: what happened? Wolves had picked up the momentum. I think the manager just won the manager of the month in the month of April. Was one of their biggest in terms of performance, was in terms of what they received. Now they've lost it. So I mean, it's really interesting to see what happens. But also you have to remember, Brighton, it is a good team. It is a team that will test you and that will put pressure on you. Then the surprise shock of the day is Southampton 0, Manchester City 0. If I tell you that before the game, you won't believe me. If knowing especially what City are fighting for and how close they are losing the game, I don't think, or drawing the game, I don't think that was anyone's meaning. That's what happened in the game. Southampton stopped the City from being threatening or even creating something. According to sources that I've heard, they did not even create any big chances to at least take advantages of those big chances the whole entire game. And I've never seen the last time City actually found themselves in those opportunities, in those situations where they cannot even do anything. That's how serious and how much like demanding this game was. And it's really interesting as we just played almost, I think, close to half of the first games, and we can't wait to see what happens the next. So tomorrow, of course, we have the game by 1 o'clock my time. I think that'll be 12 o'clock in Britain, which is going to be Newcastle versus Chelsea. I'm curious to watch that one. A lot of things can happen. If Newcastle beat Chelsea, that makes it interesting for Chelsea over keeping the manager. Then also West Ham United versus West Ham. It is going to be played, I think, about around 3 p.m. Then Nottingham Forest versus Leicester, Tottenham Hotspur versus Crystal Palace, and Liverpool versus Arsenal, the last one. Looking like it's going to be an exciting and amazing time during the weekend. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell me where you're watching us from and what your thoughts, and please forgive me. My eyes fighting me right now while I'm trying to make this video. Like the video, subscribe to connect. I'll see you another. We are out. Peace. Subscribe to the connect.